Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel today. And in our lesson today, we are considering conversion of base 10 numbers to other bases. We are still looking at number-based system, all right? In the previous lesson, we considered the conversion of other bases to base 10. But here we have numbers in base 10 and we are converting it to what? To other bases. Now we have some cases of fractions here. We also look at how we consider the conversion of fractions in number-based system. So let's start with the case of number one. I have 425 in base 10. We are converting to base 6. So all we need to do is to use 6 and divide this number completely. We are only interested in the remainders, all right? So we have 425 divided by 6. So let's divide. 6 can divide 42 to give us 7. And then 6 cannot divide 5. Therefore, we put 0. Then our remainder is 5. Since 6 cannot divide 5, you can equally use your calculator, right? I will show you how to use calculator and divide and also get your remainder. Now let's divide again. Before we continue, let me show you how to divide with calculator and get your remainder. Now what you need to do is to press 425, then divided by 6. You are having 70.83333. So you write your 70. Then the decimal part is 0.83333 and continues. So all you need to do is to press 0.83333 times your divisor. We are dividing by 6. If I multiply it by 6, I am getting 4.9. So I can equally approximate it to 5. Now let's go for the second one. Divide 70 by 6. I am having 11.666666667. Now, to get our remainder, remember we are only interested in the remainder. Press this number now times 6. So I have 0.666666667 times 6. That is giving me 4. So the remainder here is what? 4. Of course, 6 times 11 will give you 66. And it is just remaining 4 to get up to 70. So we divide again. How many 6 is in 11? That is 1, remainder 5. All right. Then you keep dividing until you get a 0. So divide again. 6 divided 1 cannot work. So put a 0, remainder what? 1. So what that means is that the value of 425 in base 10 becomes 1545 in base 6, right? So we've successfully converted this number from base 10 to a base 6 number. Let's solve the second one. If I solve the second one, I'll leave the third one for you as a practice question. You do it and submit to me. You will see my WhatsApp number around this video. Send it to my WhatsApp. So for the second one, we have 292. So we are going to be dividing 292 by what? By 2. Okay, so let's go. 2 divide 2 is 1. 2 divide 9 is 4. Remainder 1. Put the remainder in front of 12. Now 2 divide 12, we have 6. Remainder what? 0. No remainder after we have divided here. So we divide again. 2 divide 146. That will give us 73. Remainder 0. We divide again. 2 divide 73 will give us 36. Remainder 1. Divide again. 2 divide 36, that will give you 18, no remainder. 2 divide 18 will give us 9, no remainder. 2 divide 9 will give us 4, remainder 1. Then 2 divide 4 will give us 2, remainder 0. Now 2 divide itself will give us 1, remainder 0. Don't stop until you get a 0 here. Now 2 divide 1 cannot work, so we get a 0, remainder 1. So pick it up from down to the top. That means we have 100, 100, 100 in base 2. So we've converted this number, which is in base 10, to a number in base 2. So follow the same procedure with this and perform the third one. Drop the answer in the comment section or send to my WhatsApp number. I'll see it. Now let's solve this one that has to do with decimal. All right, to solve a case like this, all we need to do is to take the whole number part first. So we have 45. Now divide it by 2. 2 divide 45 will give us 22, remainder 1. 2 divide 22 will give us 11, no remainder, that is 0. 2 divide 11 will give us 5, remainder 1. 2 divide 5 will give us what? 2, remainder 1. Then 2 divide 2 will give us 1, remainder 0. Then lastly, 2 divided 1 cannot go, so 0, remainder 1. So pick it up from down to the top. We have 1 0 1 1 0 1. Now put your decimal because we have a decimal. Take the decimal part now, that is 0.75. Multiply it by your divisor, which is 2. Okay. Now 2 times 0.75, that is giving us 1.5. Now take the whole number part. The whole number part of your answer is 1. Put it behind there. Then take down the decimal part again as 0.5. Multiply it by 2 again. 2 times 0.5 will give us 1.0. Take the whole number part up again, that is 0.1. Now, since we have a 0, we stop multiplying. Remember, in the case of division, once you get a 0, you stop dividing. Then here also, once you get a 0, you stop multiplying. So the solution becomes this point, this, right? Okay, so let me solve another one that has to do with fraction. Of course, this is also a fraction, because before we solve this one, we have to simplify it to a decimal fraction first. So let's solve that. Now, 1 over 8 is same as 0.125. All right, and we are converting it to base 4. Okay, so what we do is to multiply 0.1125 times 4. We don't have to divide anything because we don't have a whole number. All we have is what? 0. So for your answer, you are going to have 0 point something, right? So multiply 0.125 times 4. That is giving me 0.5. Now take the whole number part and put here. Take down this. Multiply by 4 again. So 0.5 times 4, that is giving me 2. So that is 2.0. Now take the whole number part again and write down. Then this is now 0. Once you get remainder 0, your decimal part is 0, you stop. So this becomes the conversion of 1.8 to base 4. So you put your base 4. This becomes the solution. So for every time you have a fraction, all you need to do is to do what? Divide the fraction first. Now let's assume we have 2 over 3. So the first thing, and then this is in base 10, we are converting to base, let's say base 3. I'll divide 2 divided by 3, that is giving me 0.6, 0.67. So to convert it, we will multiply it by what we are converting to, which is 3. So I'll say times 3. Okay, that's giving me 2 directly. That is 2.0. So our answer would be, remember, since we don't have a decimal part, that means we'll have a 0 point, then the whole number is 2. We take down 2. So this is now in base 3 directly. So this one is quite simple. Now let's solve this number, this f, and see. All right, so we are converting this guy to base 2. So the first thing I'll do is to press 25 divided by 32. That is giving me 0.78125. Now, because we are converting to base 2, I am going to multiply this guy by 2. Now, we have a 0 here. So our answer must start from what? 0 point. So let's write our answer here. Now, multiply this guy by 2. That is giving me 1.5625. Now, take the whole number and write it down. That is 0.1. Take the decimal part. That is 0.5625 multiplied by the divisor again, or the base. So we have 0.5625 times 2. That is giving me 1.125. Take the whole number down and take the decimal, multiply again. 0.125 times 2. So let's multiply by 2 again. 0.125 times 2. We have 0.25. 0.25. So take the whole number part, which is 0. Take the decimal part and multiply again. So we keep multiplying until we have gotten a 0, or at least you have done it up to 5 or 6 times. You can stop. If you're not getting a 0 after the 6th time, you can stop and take your answer. All right, so we multiply 0.25 by 2. We are having you're having 0.5. The whole number part is 0. I'll take it down. Take this guy, 0.5 times 2. That will give us 1.0. Take the whole number part and write down. Meanwhile, the decimal part is now 0, so we cannot further it. We stop here. So our answer is this guy in base 2. I want to believe you have understood this. Let's move further. Now for this one, I'll leave it for you. Look at D the same way I did it and do this one for your assignment. Let me go straight to H, right? So what we do is to take the whole number part first, 1196, and then divide it by your divisor, which is 2. 1196 divided by 2, that is giving me 598. 598. So no remainder, put a 0. Then 2 divide 598, it is giving me 299. No remainder, so put a 0. Now divide again. I have 149 remainder. I have 149.5. Now let me use 0.5 and get my remainder. My remainder is not 5. Simply press 0.5, this decimal part only, that is 0.5 times 2. You have 1. So my remainder is 1. Then divide again. When we divide 14, we have 7. Divide 9, you have 4, remainder 1. Okay. Then we divide further. Divide here, we'll have, that is 37. I hope I'm correct. 74 divided by 2. Yeah, 37. So no remainder, 0. Then divide again. If it's 36, now we have 18 remainder 1. We divide again. We have 9 remainder 0. Divide again, that is 4 remainder 1. So we keep dividing. Divide 4 by 2, you have 2 remainder 0. Divide 2 by 2, you have 1 remainder 0. Now divide lastly. 2 cannot divide 1, so you say 0 remainder 1. So we take it up from down to the up. We have 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 points. We have points because we have this fraction. So let's solve the fraction. So to solve the fraction, the first thing I'll do is to divide 13 by 52. So 13 divided by 52, that is giving me 0.25. Now, can we now get the decimal part of the answer? Use your divisor to multiply, which is 2. 0.25 times 2 is giving me 0.5. Take the whole number part, which is 0, and put behind the point. Take down the 5.5. You can add the 0, 0.5. Multiply by 2 again, you have 1.0. Or you could just see 1. In your calculator, you just see 1. Now, taking the whole number part, which is 1, we add it up here. We already have 0 here, so we cannot multiply further. Therefore, this becomes our answer. So, oh God, what I've just done, no wonder we have a very long solution. I converted this to base 2 instead of base 16. So what I'll do now is to convert this also to base 16. I'll solve it again, convert it to base 16. Then I'll also leave this one and this one for you as your assignment. You see that number H and J are similar. Then I is similar to number E. So the same thing you did here, you do here. So I'll solve H again, converting it to base 16. Okay, so we have 1196 in base 10, 13 over 52 in base 10. We are converting to base 16. So let's see. Take the whole number part and divide by 16. 1196 divided by 16. That is giving me 74.75. Now to get our remainder, use 16 and multiply 0.75. 0.75 times 16. That's giving me 12. So our remainder is 12. Now you remember that in the number based system, once you get to 9, to count 10, you start writing alphabet. 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D. So we'll be making use of A, B, C, D to represent. All right. So our 12 is C. I'll write C here rather, because we don't write 2-digit numbers while we are solving binary operation or binary system rather. So let's divide again. Divide 74 by 16. That is giving me 4.625. So 4 is your whole number. Remainder. Let's get our decimal part. So I'll press 0.625 times 16. That is giving me 10. But we don't make use of two-digit numbers. What is 10? 10 is A. So I'll replace 10 with A. And lastly, we have 16 divide 4. 16 cannot divide 4 because 16 is bigger than 4. So I'll have 0, remainder what? 4. So the solution of the conversion of the whole number is giving us 4AC. Point. Remember, we have a fraction, and our fraction is 13 over 52. So can you convert it to decimal first? So we say 13 divided by 52. That is 0.25. 0.25. So let's convert 0.25 to base 16. What it means is that we are going to use 16 and multiply it. So 0.25 times 16 is giving me 4 directly. So you can write it as 4.0. So your whole number part is 4. Take it up and add it behind here, right? Then since we have obtained a 0, we cannot continue solving. We already got our answer. So this is the conversion in base 16, right? So I want to believe you understood this very well. You can equally take back the video over and over again and check on the ones you did not understand very well. I'm sure you will understand it. Thank you so much for paying attention to the end of the lesson. Please do well to like this video. Don't forget to share to your friends and then follow for more interesting math tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell notification on. Whenever I drop my video, you will receive a notification. See you in my next upload. Bye.